All right then, Rednecks, here we are at the Invalid 500. We've got our two regular contestants, Michael and Peter. I hope you can tell them apart because I can't, that's for sure. We're going to do a 5-lap race here, and the winner gets to get their paycheck. In fact, actually the loser is going to forfeit his paycheck, so the winner gets double paycheck. On your mark, get set, go. FYI, this is us hard at work. Here we are on the first lap.
Keep your shoes off. Cheating.
Michael's gaining advantage by losing weight, chucking his shoes overboard. The more maneuverable red machine tends to lose advantage at the straightaway, where the less maneuverable four-wheeler comes racing around. Oh, and a little bottleneck there. Rubbin is racing, boys. Rubbin is racing. I think if the four-wheeler doesn't take advantage of that straightaway and get past that three-wheeler, ooh, just like that, then we're gonna have, I thought for sure we were gonna have a one-sided race here. I believe that's the third round, or is that the fourth round?
Fourth.
That's the fourth? This is nearing the finish line. Now our parking skills are going to be the deciding factor on who wins this high-pressure event. If you can get away with it, it's not cheating. Oh, it even screeches. Oh, I think that's, oh. Michael, if you would have just stopped, you would have been a perfect tie. I think our winner is Peter. All the esteem and groceries. All right, hello there, Brad Ward again with Ward's Auctions, and it is currently Thursday at about 6:45, the day before viewing. So, and I think we finished cataloging about an hour ago. As usual, everything's last minute. This week, this sale is worse than some. We're going to do a quick video walkthrough. We're going to do it in one take, so whatever mistakes I make are going to be on the video. That's fine. The viewing is actually tomorrow, which is on the 4th of April, starting at 4 o'clock, ending at 7 o'clock. And the sale, we open the doors at 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. Sale starts at 10 o'clock. It was going to be a smaller sale. We only had a sale 3 weeks ago, and it was 550 lots. Just thought we'd do like 400 lots and do clear out some stuff because we have some outdoor things happening that we'll talk about in a minute. As it turned out, of course, we ended up with 550 lots. Again, normal for me, you can blame, or the staff can blame for that. But they pulled it off, and it's fantastic. It's an unusually, it's a different balance than normal. It's more small stuff and less of the big stuff. So Peter suggested yesterday it's a very low auction. There isn't a lot of big, huge furniture and so on. It's smaller and lower, so it's a bit different. When you walk in the building, it's like, well, where's 550 lots? But there's a lot of really neat smalls. We'll quickly walk around the room. There's some nice original artworks up here, possibly some lesser known, some European, etc., but some fun stuff nonetheless. Some great prints, nice antique, Victorian antique, mahogany, long case clock. Modern display cabinets, there's a few of them in the sale, illuminated, you can see inside. Royal Albert, Old Country Roses, quite a bit. There's dinner sets and there's accessory pieces to go along as well. This is a chest-on-chest piece, easier to move. Great antique cabinet, needs a little bit of TLC, but a few hours work in the workshop and this would be $1 million. With unusual cutout on the one shelf, so you can have taller pieces in this middle shelf. Got a bit of an oriental flair to it. A couple of mission pieces in the sale. Here's the first one, is a drop front desk. It's very, very cool. Nice hardware on it. Definitely one I haven't seen for a while. There's a nice selection of limited edition prints. There's probably 4 or 5 of them that are Robert Bateman for Ducks Unlimited specifically. So you can see on the website the pictures, wardsauctions.com. You'll see the pictures on there and the descriptions to go along with it. And obviously at the viewing tomorrow. Some primitive Canadiana, sat irons and cabinets. Again, more limited edition prints, some original artwork. Modern bed. This particular one you can go queen or double size. Put the rails in wherever you want it to be. We have computer desk. Neat Canadiana pine. This is a wheelchair, not the kind that you drive yourself. This is for, you know, somebody pushes you around in it. There's a couple of a genuine official Invalid 500 carts. Those of you, I think, if we did the video right, you're going to understand what I mean by that. That's going to be fun. All these Treenware and tins and so on, that's all one lot, and another piece of primitive Canadiana. Collector plates, all this is one lot. We know that there's not a lot of value in the collector plates anymore, but you know, these are all bird motif in the one lot. This is a different lot, and there's a lot of them all together. This is a wardrobe, missing everything except for the door. Find the rest of it and you got a wardrobe. But this is a neat piece. You hang it on the wall and make it into a neat wall mirror. This is another really neat cabinet. Double doors on top. I'm not exactly sure what it would have been for. Some sort of a retail situation possibly. There's quite a few little drawers. Definitely something specific. Looks like original finish and I really like that. Modern leather sofa. Modern bar stools. In back here, it's only April 4th, so I'd imagine we're still going to get a lot of snow here in Edmonton. So you got the nice big snow blower, but spring's around the corner, and so also got a Honda lawnmower. This is a great piece. So the canopy bed. This is a Bombay Company one, and canopy bed. It's still current in the catalog. I'm told. I forget who it was that told. I think it might have been the auction goddess Jane that told me that it's still in the catalog. Some of the things I mentioned that we have outdoor stuff happening, which is why we sort of squeezed this auction in. Next weekend, on the 12th of April, and the address is 13648 142nd Street. You don't have to memorize that, because if you go to our website, again, wardsauctions.com, maybe we'll even put the text on the video or something if you remember. Probably if you're seeing this video, you're already on the website. It's Wellington Gardens, and that's not our sale, it's Foothills Auctions, but the core team, including myself, is going to be there. Now next Saturday, on the 12th, there's going to be 3,000 lots being sold. So there are going to be 3 auction rings going from 9 o'clock in the morning, solid through till we're done. Roughly 1,000 lots per ring. It's going to be a grinder, it's going to be a lot of fun though, hopefully the weather will be cooperative. The viewing will be the day before that, so that's on the 11th from 11 till 5. Check the website, find the link to it, get the address, whatever it is. But it's behind the nice big new movie theater there on 137th Avenue in St. Albert Trail. So it's pretty obvious once you're in the neighborhood. It's going to be a bit chaotic for parking there, so just accept that. It's just like our building. You end up parking a half mile away and walking. Just accept it. We could all use a little bit of exercise. Back to here, this is a draw leaf table, and the chairs don't match, but they complement it, and that's what it came in with. This dining room suite we're selling has 3 different lots. Table and chairs, as you know if you're a regular, we do that sometimes. China cabinets, 1 lot. You're going to want to check out this drawer right here on this sideboard. It's got a really neat cutlery system in there, so that's an interesting piece. On top we've got Lionel trains, vintage Lionel trains, decor art. Quite a few clocks, be it wall clocks, mantle clocks, etc. I've used some cuckoo clock. This particular little one was serviced recently. With a bit of luck, we'll find the paperwork that sort of shows that. Some other wall clocks, display cabinets, drop leaf tea wagon. You always have to have those. Great selection in both hanging and table standing lamps. Antique pieces, all sorts of ones. This one here actually is for a candle. Put your candle in there, light it, and away you go. You know, once you get it home, you make some adjustments to it. Other antique pieces, really neat stained glass panel with a painted center section with the bird motif in there. Another dining room suite, excellent quality one. And this one we're selling as a suite, all together as one, just to, I don't know, keep it so that you're always trying to figure out what the hell we're up to. You always have to have a Singer sewing machine in every sale, so we made sure we imported one for you. Neat washstand. This is one of the nicest sideboards I've ever seen. Quarter cut oak, very Nouveau influenced. This particular piece here, it's not on the photograph on the website either because we didn't realize it goes with it. It goes up top. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if it takes away from it or adds to it. So you can make that decision for yourself. But this actually goes on top of this sideboard here. All gorgeous quarter cut oak grainy. You're going to want to come and check that out. Beautiful carving. Again, we have, as usual, some nice Iranian carpets. Seems like every sale we have some of that. On the floor, you can't see them. There's a couple of polyester ones. Again, got good look to them. Not necessarily expensive, just something to use. Runners. Semi-contemporary oak dining table that needs a little bit of TLC. There's something weird with the pedestal, but not a big deal. Press back chairs. Another big, huge cabinet here. This particular one does come apart again in the section. This is the middle or closer to the bottom there, so that you can get it in and out of your house and truck and all the rest of it. Otherwise, it would be a monster. Getting into this display cabinet, there's really neat tray lots of weird and wonderful. This is a silver plate tea set, but it's got a really neat look. You're going to want to look at the spout with the bird head. When you're here at the viewing, you'll see the bottom of the spout's actually got a face on there. There's some antique English teddy bears in there. I believe this is a silver plate flatware set. There's a sterling one that's going to come up in a little bit. Great little perfumes and art glass and end of day glass and Belique. Little groupings that are just a lot of fun, really. Not necessarily particularly valuable in one item, but too neat to just sort of discount. So you put them in little group lots. This is a Gibbard illuminated display cabinet. Gibbard brand name. There's a couple other pieces of Gibbard in sale. Bevel glass, illuminated, and actually a dimmer switch in it. So depending on if what your mood is, you can dim it down a bit. Genuine Mary Gregory pieces, Victorian enamel glass, good genuine pieces there. Again, little tray lots of weird and wonderful cast pieces, whatever, Oriental pieces, pickle caster, ladros up here. You're going to want to pay particular attention to this one. I think this is definitely an Oriental piece. It's a cast bowl, bronze bowl with applied feet and a big serpent around it. There's a marking on the bottom. You can see it on the website. Research that one because I think that one's a bit of a treasure. Of course, there's some Belique, Beswick or Dalton Horaces. This selection, this suite that you're seeing in the front here, if it's on camera, the inlaid parlor set. It needs a little TLC again, but it's got good bones, like my mom would have said. It's worth putting a little bit of effort and money into in getting some upholstery work done on it, and the inlay is just fantastic. There's three-piece section here, there's a couple of slipper chairs, there's also four that match that are little side chairs. To get the whole group in together. This is the other Gibbard coffee table, Gibbard end table. As the camera spans over there, you'll see, modern or semi-modern upholstered suites. Just something that you can buy and kick the kids out or whatever. Not necessarily expensive, but just too good to discount. Royal Albert Old Country Roses China. A couple of nice chargers up on the wall here, and another Victorian hanging lamp. And then pay close attention to those chargers, and then of course some nice Victorian or early christening gowns and the really neat French fan in the frame. Again, modern or semi-modern in the chifforobe, with drawers on one side, the wardrobe hanging on the other side. Just a utilitarian piece. Another piece of arts and crafts, quarter-cut oak desk, more limited edition hand-signed Robert Bateman pieces. As we come around the corner in the back here, we have the sterling cabinet. There's a sterling set of flatware. There's two brush sets. One's Burke's, I'm quite sure. Then neat little sets and trinkets and a tea set. Most of the pieces in that cabinet are sterling. Up here, this is a cylinder desk. So that's how it is normally. And then you open that up, nice little piece of teak, and then it's got the pull-out writing surface, fitted interior with the drawers and little pigeonholes. And this desk does not necessarily match color-wise, etc., but it is a very good complement to that piece. They're going to get sold as one lot. This is one of my favorite pieces in the sale. One night I sat and went through the hundreds or so slides. They're sold as two lots. So the Magic Lantern is going to be one lot. There's some construction going on, which may just well be Jasper Avenue way back when, or some other part of Edmonton. There's piles of slides like that inside here. And there's another one, a little set of some romance shots and pictures and so on that are in color. It's just as neat as it gets. Inside the box is another bulb. I haven't tried it. Is it a good bulb or a bad bulb? I don't know. Definitely, I spent already hours one night sitting in the shop by myself going through all those slides, so that's neat. Some of the costume jewelry in here, and some coins and some silver bars and so on. The expensive jewelry again, Jane, the auction goddess, wouldn't let me have for the video, so one day I'll put her on camera and maybe we'll have the jewelry with us. Some vintage prints, Roald Dalton figurines, including Christmas. Christmas is right around the corner, so don't miss out on that one. And then, of course, some of the older, less frilly figurines and some of the Staffordshire styles and so on, plus some Ladro, the Dresden, etc. Some fun stuff there. Along the whole back wall, you'll catch glimpses of the background. Cranberry glass, Oriental pieces, Carlton ware, finger lamps, cranberry, neat originals and prints along here. Great selection of smalls. Again, we mentioned there was a bunch of Old Country Roses. Here's another, a bigger set of vases. Crystal, the cased Webb and Corbett toasting wine glass. I think that there might be some Waterford in the building. I'm not sure. More banquet lamps. Chafing dishes. I mean, you can see I don't need to mention everything. That's what the video is for. Great selection of lamps. I'm just really excited about the lamps. I like all of them. Some obviously better than others. Music boxes, crystal, enamel, the hand painted pieces there. Punch and Judy door stops, and really neat Schoen Hut piano. And can we see if this is in tune? I believe that's in tune. Right on, thanks Michael. I'm not sure who was holding the camera when, was that just floating in air while you were doing that? Maybe his brother was helping. Down here, I don't want to waste a whole lot of time. I think I've been dragging it on long enough. And at the end of the month, we have the acreage auction that we've been talking about for a little while, and that's again a link on our website. And there's everything from radios, gramophones, tractors, not bobcat, but a little small skid steer, lots of collectibles and some furniture and so on. Take a look at the website as more and more develops. We'll probably do a video walkthrough on that one as well. Again, as the camera's spanning along, you're seeing lots of fun tray lots, lots of fun individual pieces. This is a really neat Majolica lamp. I've taken the top off because that houses a lamp. I don't want somebody to grab this and tip it over. This goes flying, breaks, and then it's gone forever and ever. So maybe we'll find a lower home for that later, but that's what happens there, and you can house a piece inside there, an oil lamp inside there. Again, great pieces. Mikado, Royal Crown Derby. There is Victor brand 78 RPM gramophone. And there is about 6,000 records you can buy at the end of the month at the Killup sale. Lusters that just have a little art project. Great little tea set here. Come around this way. More banquet lamps. Nice little etchings. Box of ephemera. Some fun pieces in there. Shirley Temple pieces, a scrapbook, and whatnot. Paper cutter. Nice chips decanter with glasses there. Horse harnesses, Roseville pottery was on camera there a moment ago. Again, more pieces behind me. Lots of stoneware and crocks. There's the Bedalta pig. There's original artworks, and there's fun prints. There is new pieces, old pieces, funky, probably black light glow in the dark peace sign. I'm going to get the black light out and test that, because if it's going to be that way, I think I might have to own that one. Coming up right away, you can do it. There's a miniature tea set in Royal Albert. Those are fun. And the meat dome. You don't see a lot of meat domes. We've had a few over the years, but you certainly don't see them every day. More lamps, stereoscopes. The list goes on. So remember, it's tomorrow. If you're seeing the video as it's being posted, the viewing is in fact tomorrow, which is the 4th of April, 2014. From 4 o'clock till 7 o'clock. Check out wardsauctions.com. You'll see the video. Of course, you're already watching that, and all the pictures and the listings. It's a downloadable, printable catalog. Next week at Wellington Gardens, again, find the link from our website, wardsauctions.com. We're taking consignments now for a spring firearms sale. I think between the Haynes and Red Deer, of course if you're down there you can call the Haynes still and take your consignments that way. Between them and ourselves, we probably have 100 pieces, so it won't be long before you'll start to see those come on the website and a date gets set, hopefully. The sale, our sale's on the 6th, on the Sunday. Doors will open at 9 and the sale starts at 10 o'clock, about 550 lots. We'll try to get through it nice and smoothly. Thanks for watching.